This is a series of videos. Please refer to the methods of stitches, ignoring the yarn colour. Select the corresponding yarn colours in your material package to turn. Please refer to both the videos and the instructional brochure during.
Hello everyone. Today LUNUAFVY will teach you how to hook one. This cute tiger. Let's hook the body part now. First, the first loop is a loop stitch. 6 short needles. Now let's start with the loop stitch. Wrap the string around your finger twice. Grab the string and bring it over. Tail fingers hook the line. Hold the thread up with your index finger and pinch the thread. Crochet around the coil. Bypass line. Hook over. Go around again. A circle of wire and wire around. It's a standing pin. Now we begin to hook 6 short needles. Crochet around the circle. Snag a line. Pull over. Hook the line again. Pull it over here, and that's a short needle. This is the first stitch of the round. We add the marker buckle. This is the beginning of the first lap. We add the marker buckle. Wait a minute to finish this loop. I knew I was done. And then we hook the second stitch. Third stitch. The fourth short needle. The fifth needle. The sixth needle. This V is a needle. Let's count 123,456. There are 6 short needles. After 6 short stitches, we tighten the coil. Take this one and pull it. See which line is moving. And then pull on this moving thread. This tightens the coil. When you're done, pull on this one. This is what it looks like. We cut the thread to the end. That's the end of the first loop. When we're done with the hook, we'll lower the marker. It's here where the button is marked. Crochet through the eye of the needle. Then hook the thread and hook it over. Just hook the line. Tensioning. This is the first lap. And then the second lap. Composed of 6 plus pins. That's 12 stitches. Before we start each lap, they all need a standing pin. Just pull the crochet needle around the thread. This is a standing pin. And then we move on to the eye of the needle that we just pulled. Start at the eye of one of the needles and hook the first stitch. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. Now we begin to hook the first plus pin. In this place that we just pulled. Hook 2 short pins. This is the first one. After checking the first one, we add the marker buckle. Place the second short stitch in the same eye. So these 2 stitches form a plus stitch. The second circle will hook 6 of these pins. Now we begin to hook the second plus pin. Hook 2 short stitches in the same eye. This is the second injection. Then we'll finish the other 4 pins. That's the end of the second loop. We take off the marker. This is where the button is marked. Hook a drawing needle. Pull the thread tight. Hook a standing pin. The third lap is made up of 6 groups, 1 short stitch and 1 plus stitch. That's 18 stitches. We're drawing the eye of the needle here. Hook the first short stitch. Marking buckle. And then the eye of the next needle, hook a plus stitch. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles to the same eye. Put another short stitch in the same eye. That'll finish the first set. Then there are 5 more groups. Let's start with the second group. A short needle. 1 plus pin. A short needle. 1 plus pin. Let's finish the circle. The third round is LUNUAFVY. Attention, everybody. This needle doesn't count. Remove marker buckle. End of drawing. Tension wire. A rise pin. The fourth lap is made up of 6 groups, 2 short stitches, 1 plus 1. That's 24 shots in all. We're going to hook the first set now. Hook the first short needle in the place of the draw. Marking buckle. Second pin. 1 plus pin. It's 2 short stitches in the same eye. This is the first group. Then take the second group, the first short stitch. Second pin. 1 plus pin. Then there are 4 more groups. Let's finish it. The fourth loop is LUNUAFVY. Remove marker buckle. End of drawing. Hook a standing pin. The fifth lap is made up of 6 groups, 3 short stitches, 1 plus 1. That's 30 stitches. Now we're going to hook the first set. Hook the first short needle in the place of the draw. Marking buckle. Two short needles. 3 short needles. 1 plus pin. It's 2 stitches in the same eye. That's the end of the first set. Then there are 5 more groups. Let's hook it up. Take off the marker after the 5th loop. End of drawing. A rice pin. The 6th round is made up of 6 sets of 4 short pins, a plus needle composition. That's 36 stitches. Now we're going to hook the first set. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. The 3rd transitory. The 4th short pin. 1 plus pin. 2 stitches through the eye of a needle. That's the end of the first set. 5 more sets. Let's hook it up. Remove the marker when the 6th loop is over. Mark the location of the buckle. End of drawing. Lap 7 through 13 are no more, not less. 36 short needles. Now let's do the 7th loop. A rice pin. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Tag pull. Second pin. The 3rd short pin. The 4th short needle. Hook 36 short needles all the way. Finish the loop. Laps 7 through 13 are the same as this one. Round 13 is over. Remove marker buckle. End of drawing. Hook a standing pin. Lap 14 is also 36 short pins. First hook 13 short needles with earthy yellow thread. Then switch to coffee-colored thread and hook 10 short needles. Then switch back to the earthy yellow thread, then hook 13 short stitches. Now let's start with the hook. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. Start with 13 short stitches. Second stitch. Third stitch. The fourth needle. Change the thread on needle 13. Just hook this line right in. Just hook it up and start. 10 short needles. Pull the bottom line tight. First stitch. Second stitch. The third needle. The fourth needle. This goes on for 10 stitches. or show on the 10th pin. Let's put the thread back. Just hold it down on the line at the back. Leave enough thread. Hold down the wire like this, and then put it back. This thread pulls inside, because we're going to have to draw again later. So don't cut it yet. Just keep. Then hook 13 short pins down. Finish the loop. Loop 14 is over. Remove marker buckle. End of drawing. Pull the coil to hook a standing pin. Laps 15 through 17 are all 36 short pins. We'll hook the first short needle where the draw is. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. Keep going like this. Hook 3 circles 36 short pins. Loop 17 is over. Remove marker buckle. End of drawing. Pull the line tight, then hook a standing pin. Round 18 is made up of 11 short pins in this color. And then switch to this coffee color with 14 short stitches. Make this yellow hook 11 short pins. Now let's start with the first 16 short stitches. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. The fourth needle. This is the 11th short pin. Let's start drawing lines now. Just hook the line in. Pull this thread in. Start now. We use this color of thread to hook 14 short stitches. The first short stitch. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. Always hook 14 short pins. Let's replace it with the original color line. Pull this tight after you change the wire, and then this color line can be cut. And then we take down. Finish the remaining 11 pins. Pull this back wire tight. Round 18 is our fine. End of drawing. Pull the coil to hook a standing pin. Then lapse 19 and 20 are 36 short pins. Now let's start with the first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. That's how you finish laps 19 and 20. Each turn is 36 short stitches. Loop 20 is over. Remove marker buckle. End of drawing. Pull the coil to hook a standing pin. Lap 21 consists of 6 sets of 4 short pins and a reduction pin. That's 30 stitches. Now let's start with the first set of hooks. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short stitch is a reduction stitch. Reducing stitch is to pick the other half of the 2 stitches. Draw and draw again. This first set is done. Second set first short stitch. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short stitch is a reduction stitch. The second set is finished. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Loop 20 is over. Remove the marker buckle. End of drawing. Pull the line and hook a standing pin. Lap 21 consists of 6 sets of 4 short pins and a reduction pin. That's 30 stitches. Now let's check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the line is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. 1 reducer. Pick the outer half of the 2 stitches. Drawing lines. Regulating. This is the merging of the needle point into one needle point. That'll finish the first set. And then we'll check the second group. The first short stitch. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short stitch is a reduction stitch. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Group 21 is a fan. Remove marker buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Lap 22 is made up of 6 sets of 3 short pins and 1 reduction pin. That's 24 shots in all. Now we're going to hook the first set. Hook the first short needle in the place of the draw. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. 1 reducer. Just pick the stitches and half a stitch out of the eye. That'll finish the first set. Let's check the second group. A short needle. 2 short needles. 3 short stitches and 1 reduction. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. Let's finish it. Group 22 is over. Let's take off the marker. End of drawing. A rise pin. Lap 23 is made up of 6 sets of 2 short pins and 1 reduction pin. That's 18 stitches. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the leg is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. 1 reducer. Pick the outer half of the 2 white stitches. Drawing lines. Regulating. That'll finish the first set. And then we'll check the second group. A short needle. 2 short needles. 1 reducer. The second set is finished. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Round 23 is alpha. Remove marker buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Round 24 is made up of 6 sets of 1 short stitch and 1 reduction stitch. That's 12 stitches. Now we're going to hook the first set. Hook the first short needle in the place of the draw. Marking buckle. 1 reducer. That'll finish the first set. Then check the second group. A short needle. 1 reducer. The second set is finished. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Round 24 is alpha. Remove the marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Stretch the thread. We will now add the filler cotton. After stuffing the cotton, let's hook round 25. The 25 turns are made up of 6 reducing pins. Now let's start with the first reduction stitch. Pick the outer half of the 2 stitches. Drawing lines. Regulating. Marking buckle. Second reducer. Then there are 4 more reduction pins. We'll finish it together. Round 25 is alpha. We take off the marker. Draw in the position of the mark buckle. Pull the thread tight. Hook a standing pin. Pull a little string tight. It can be used to hide the thread. Then disconnect. And then seal this mouth. You can pick the other half. Add the hard stitch. Put the wire in. So the main part is finished. If it's not round enough, you can pinch it a little bit. Now let's hook the ears. The first circle of the ear is loop. 3 short needles. Hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. Tension coil. Cut this thread. That'll finish the first lap. We take off the marker. Draw in the position of the marker buckle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. The second circle is made up of 3 pins. Adding a needle is a needle that hooks to short needles. Now we begin to hook. The first one to add the needle. Marking buckle. Put another short needle in the same eye. That'll finish the first stitch. And then there are 2 more. We'll finish it together. This is the second. The third. That's the end of the second loop. We take off the marker. Draw in the position of the mark buckle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Here we can reverse it. Because this is the face. The third lap is made up of 3 groups. 1 short stitch and 1 plus stitch. That's 9 stitches. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. One more stitch. It's 2 stitches in the same eye. A short needle. One plus pin. A short needle. One plus pin. That's all 3 sets. And the third round is done. Remove marker buckle. Pull at the mark button to finish the circle. Hook a standing pin. The fourth circle is made up of 9 short pins. On the mark buckle, hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Keep ticking down. There are 9 short needles in total. That'll finish the fourth lap. Remove the marker and pull out. Tensioning. If you want to sew up your body later, just leave a little more line. If you want to stick it on, don't leave too much thread. Stop line. And sew the thread on if you don't leave it. You can rub the thread in. This will finish the year hook. Everybody hook another one, because it needs to be a couple. Now let's hook up. The hands and feet are the same. We need 4 of them. Now let's do the first loop. The first loop is 6 short pins. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short pin. The fifth short pin. The sixth short needle. Pull the coil tight. See which wire is moving and pull which one. Pull this one tight first. Pull this line again. Disconnection. The first hook is over. We take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension wire. And hook a standing pin. The second lap is made up of 3 groups. A short needle, a plus needle composition. That's 9 stitches. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Make the first stitch here on the draw. Marking buckle. 1 more stitch. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. This is the first group. There are actually 2 more groups. Let's finish it. A short needle. 1 plus pin. A short needle. 1 plus pin. That's a total of 9 stitches. The second loop is over. We take off the marker. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. The third lap is now gain, now loss. 9 short needles. Let's make the first stitch. Hook the first short pin at this point of the draw. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. Always hook 9 short pins. Nine short hooks are done. Remove marker buckle. Draw in the position of the marker buckle. Tension wire. Same thing if you have to sew it on later. Just leave the line a little longer, if not needed. If you just use the viscose, just leave a shorter line. Then disconnect. Hide the thread. I cut all this so I can use the glue later. So I don't leave that much. Then hide the thread. That's the end of one leg. We need to hook 4 in total. Let's hook up the other 3. We need to start hooking the tail. Tail 1. I use this coffee color for the first laps. Only at the beginning of the 3rd lap. Let me switch to the earthy yellow. So the first loop is 6 short pins. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. The 3rd short pin. The 4th needle. The 5th needle. The 6th needle. Then pull the coil tight. See which wire is moving and pull which one. Tighten the coil. Pull this thread up again. Wrist herring. The first hook is over. Remove the marker buckle. Draw in the position of the marker buckle. Finish the first lap. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. The second lap is now more or less 6 short needles. We're pulling this place. Hook the first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. The 3rd short pin. Always hook 6 short pins. That's the end of the second loop. Wait for this line. We can wrap it back in later. Don't worry about it. Remove marker buckle. Crochet through the position of the marker buckle. Let's put in the original with the yellow line. This is the wire change is complete. I'm going to tighten up the original color. We'll cut it again later. So let's start the 3rd loop. Hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle here on the draw. Second pin. It's also 6 short needles. The 3rd short pin. In one go, 6 short needles. 6 short hooks gone. The third loop is the end of the hook. We take off the marker. Draw in the position of the marker buckle. Tension wire. Hook a standing pin. We can leave a little bit of this line, and then cut it. Let's 3 to 12 or 6 short pins, not less. Hook the first short needle where the line is drawn. Marking buckle. Second stitch. The third stitch is 6 short stitches. The sixth round. The fourth loop is over. Remove the marker buckle. A raised pin. Same as in lap 4. Hook the remaining 5 to 12 turns together. Loop 12 is over. Remove marker buckle. Drawing. Pull the thread tight. Let's make it a little bit longer. You can use it to sew on the main body later. That way, we're done with all the accessories. And then we put it together. Now let's put these pieces together. First, find the center point. The center point could be this number right here. Same distance on both sides. Same needle. Numbers like this. Find the center line. Find this. This is a T shape. Mark position. And then these two sides are between laps 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 needle sides apart. Here we add eyes. These two sides are smiling faces. So a V shape. And then directly above. Interval. 6 purpose position. Between lap 6 and 7. Plus 2 years. Directly below. The position at the beginning of lap 7. Just insert 6 needles. At your front feet. In the position on lap 18. Just insert 6 needles. Plus 2 back feet. Then sew the tail right behind you in the middle. There are many places where we can use rubber strips. Heat it up and stick it on. Let's go first. Tape your eyes. Then go on the ears. Then go the front fold. You can make the front fold more round. It could be reinforced. Add the back fold. Now let's sew on the tail. Right in the middle, right in the center. When we're done, we'll hide the thread and tie it. So the tail is sewn. Next we'll sew the T shape of the mouth and smiling faces on both sides. Use a black yarn. Split it in two. After separation, pull on the needle. You can tie a knot here. Keep it from falling out all the time. Then tie a few more knots here at the end. Start with the T shape of the mouth. Let's just hide this knot in here. Just pick any place. Lower from middle. The first slab. The horizontal line position comes out. Embroider a stripe, or somewhere else. After coming up first, and then back from the same needle. It was hard because it was so short. Exert oneself. This is the second loop. Distance from the third loop. Just enough space. Then go straight to the sides and embroider smiley faces. In a symmetric position over here. Show up somewhere. Tie some more knots. Snip on. This is the end of a lovely tag.